Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to the Academist Podcast, where we answer your questions that we get on our blog, on Instagram, on Facebook, from our emails, and we try to answer it here in a broader way so that more people can benefit from it. Because as a matter of fact, the problems that we go through are not new, and the beautiful thing is that in this information age, they have been documented. Someone has been through them before, and have documented it, or is willing to just share it, and that's the beauty of the internet, and it's the beauty of the connectivity that internet gives us. And because of that, people get inspired and people are able to help each other. So this question I get from someone who is concerned about his money. He and his wife makes a lot of money, but they just can't seem to get it right. They're constantly in debt. They're constantly burdened with bills, and they say that it doesn't matter how much they make, they seem to be paying catch up, and it's really they should be further by now. And I did a book on personal finance about a couple of years ago for my blog. It was just basic personal finance, basic stuff about money that we take for granted that people know, but really people don't know. Like, people don't know exactly what their expenses are for the month, and people don't know exactly how their budget is, like what they spend on what area and what they spend on the other area. And if you don't know that, then most times you will end up into problems. So a lot of gurus will tell you, oh, forget a budget, buy your Starbucks and all those things. And it's really a shame to listen to people who have been rich for too long kind of bring people into that sort of thinking, where they have people just ignoring the pennies and not encouraging to penny pinch, but ignoring the pennies, and as a matter of fact end up doing crazy stuff with their money, thinking that because it's $5 you can do it. But if you do that $5 5 times for the week, it becomes $20, and 4 weeks in a month become $100. For the entire year, it becomes $1,200, and usually that $5 that turns into $100 in a month's time is probably the difference between someone paying their bills and not paying one of the bills, and suffering interest charges, which as a consequence balloon into more than $100 a month, more than $1,200 a year, taking them into $2,000, $4,000, and that's where we find financial problems start to set in. Look, the average American pays over $250,000 in interest over their entire life period. Interest is a rough thing. So your money, it is about financial education, understanding how money works. I just finished telling a friend the other day who was, kind of just saying, hey, I just can't get from one of these bills. It seems like no matter how I pay them, there's always some bills coming at you. And I was trying to explain to him that when it comes on to having money, when it comes on to doing this money thing, when it comes on to getting comfortable, it is understanding the expenses and know how to cap them, only for the matter of getting more money to leverage so you can grow the income. You need more income. And the colossal mistake that we do make is that as soon as we get more income that we're working for, not income that is passively being earned when we are doing something else, but the income that we're working for, we automatically raise our standard of living, raise the expense side, and then we go right back to the same old things. And usually it is the unexpected or the times when we are tempted to do something extravagant, which is most times too often that we're tempted to go out extravagant, that cause a problem. What do I mean? Well, we get up and we go on a vacation and we spend, on a credit card, or if you have a debit card and you have the money, and you spend $5,000 on a vacation, or $3,000 or $4,000. You take the kids or you and your wife and you get over there and you have a wonderful time. It costs you, between $3,000 and $5,000, as I've said before. What happened? You get back, and for a month or 2 months, you're like, okay, tell you what, we used to go on a date night every Friday. We still go on our date night every Friday. We still watch our movies every Friday. We're still eating out after that huge expense of the vacation. Why not cut some of those things in half? So every other Friday we'll go for dinner and we'll skip 2 movies and we'll skip 1 eat out. just so that you can balance yourself again, so that you can accumulate again. But you just did something huge and you still continue to do the other pledges stuff. So we're inundated with these extra expenses, and that could blow your budget. So first you have to take up your credit card statement for the month and your debit card statements and all your expenses and see what are you spending, put them into categories and decide if you can afford to do that. The first time I decided that I was going to do my budget for 2 months. In 2 months, my entertainment budget that was useless, that was senseless, that never mattered, was running me at 1,000 US. Just doing crap, buying a drink here, buying some food there, stopping here to give the guys this, stopping there to do that, was running at $1,000 for 2 months in a row. $2,000 gone in the year. I could have cut that to like $100 each month, or $200 at best. I could have had $1,200. So do your budget. If nothing else, it will show you what's going on, what you're doing wrong, where there's something to cut. And then you start to decide what percentage of your income you can save. You know, they say it's good to save 20, but maybe you can only start at 5. Maybe you can only start at 2% saving. But you're saving it in a focused type of way. You're not saving money, just put away money. Oh, I'm going to buy my pension, I'm saving to be retired. You cannot save to retire, because that money won't make it. You have to invest to retire. So you're going to grow as a person so that you can handle your investments and know how to handle money, and you're going to grow something that can earn you money. And in another time, in another podcast, I'll do the passive income ideas and how you can actually use what you know or what you love to make some more money for you when you're sleeping, not when you're on the clock something's happening, when you're on vacation something's happening, so you can passively grow this income and getting money work for you instead of you working for money. So first you got to know where your money is going. And then you got to know, decide that, okay, it can't go here anymore. I'm going to cut this. I look at some of the stuff that I have and it's unnecessary. I have this Samsung Kids for my child that he doesn't use. He has never used the thing. It's running me at $6 a month. That is easily $48 a year. If I do that for 2 years, I'm going into $100. Look, and I have this other Google thing in the background. They're running another $6. I don't need them. But if you don't take up your statements, you don't see them because you forget them. They're minuscule. They just come out to your account and they're adding up. So you got to know where your money is going. You got to know where every cent is going. If you know that, then you kind of say, okay, I can do without this. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, I can't believe this has been charging interest. And then you have got to now decide how you're going to plan your money. So a budget the definition is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where your money went. And you have to have an idea of how money works, what the banks do, what corporations do, how they're marketing to you, how you can cut back. And you can set goals. You can make your coffee. You can take your lunch a couple times a week. You can decide how many times. And if you set up these ways to restrain and to monitor your own self, it works better for you. And I'm not telling you to not live. I'm just telling you to focus so that you're not wasting money. Because the first thing to do is to stop leaks. And you can message me on Louis Motivator Car Instagram or my Facebook on Low Car or Success Academy of Success, Happiness, Full Potential on Facebook. Just find me on Twitter somewhere, message me, and I'll send you a free copy of that personal development book. It doesn't matter, of that personal finance book. It doesn't matter. I'll send it to you free. It's an ebook. You can download it. I'll email it to you. You can download it. You can read it. You can pick up some of the ways you can save money. You can pick up some of the techniques you can use to save. You can pick up some of the ways you can budget. You can pick up some of the ways you can have more money at the end of the month and stuff like that. It's a basic book. It's simple. It's for newbies. It just shows you exactly what to do. Look, I had a degree. My major is in accounting, but that accounting degree taught me nothing about making my own money, managing my own money. It's about the corporation's money and people's money to put in a nice fancy balance sheet and that stuff. It really never helped me in any real regard because I don't like it. I just did it because my friends were doing it. But I just say that to say that you gotta first know where your money is going, and you gotta have an enlightened view about what you want and your goals. Once you set up your goals, then you start to align your spendings to match those goals, and you get some discipline. You make some challenges, and you follow those 30-day challenges so that you can keep on target, on track with that. Once you do that, you start to find personal finance blogs, YouTubes, and to listen to get ideas. Because tell you what, one of the biggest problems is that we never learn about money, and we think we know it by osmosis. Like, oh yeah, I just get this money and I spend what I have, and this is what's left, and I can't get ahead and stuff like that. It doesn't work that way. Anything you want to know, you got to learn it. So make a concerted effort. There's a Simple Dollar blog. You can try to find it. It has really good stuff about personal development, and there's a bunch of other stuff. But the great thing is that know your budget, save some money, and then you channel some of that money that you save in something that can earn you some passive income. And each time your income increases, do not increase your expenses proportionately. You will stay stuck. You got to save up some money so you have some emergency fund, so that when something crappy life hits, Murphy's Law, you don't end up at zero again. Save up some money so you can back up these expenses and still stay on your game. Avoid interest, avoid running up your credit card, and keep learning. I send you that book. Always a pleasure come to you. This podcast has run a little long, but always a pleasure helping you. This has been the Academy of Answers. Thank you so much.